Hello, this is Avula Emmanuel from lucav-howto. You are welcome once again to another episode of our videos. In this episode, we will be focusing on how GIS techniques can be employed to monitor progress of field activities. We will be focusing on a case study. We will adopt a case study where an organization employs the services of 5 consultants. So the consultants are meant to inspect installations of equipment. So the back-end monitoring team will have the mandate of monitoring the progress of the consultants' activities in order to advise finance department of payments, which is usually milestones. The milestones are in thresholds, which is 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100%. So the consultants will be capturing data using mobile devices with a Survey 1 to 3 field app. So this is a typical dashboard when the data are collected by the field officers. The backend monitoring team will be viewing live the data submitted by the field officers. So this is typical dashboard that was built with gauges, 5 gauges for each of the consultants. We have consultant A to E, and then this is the aggregate for all the consultants. These are bar charts showing the actual number of sites that have been visited by each of the consultants. These are the sites. You can see sites have already been picked within Bayelsa up to some past Delta State. And so when you zoom to a particular coverage, you see it rendered according to the numbers that the consultants have covered. And also when you pick each of the charts, which is representing each of the consultants, you'll see it's rendering on the map as well as on the gauges. So what are the steps to take to configure that beautiful dashboard? So first of all, you will configure a Survey 1 to 3 form and then share it. After sharing it, the data, the fields consultants will capture the data and then data and open in map viewer, and then configure the map by selecting the appropriate base map and setting the zoom level and any other settings. And then the map will be shared either public or within the organization. And then choose to create an app, and then you select dashboard as the option, and then you will be served with a configurable dashboard where you will begin to configure the dashboard. So to configure the dashboard, there are some considerations that you need to take. And first of all, we look at our case study. We're employing the services of 5 consultants, and we want to know the actual number of sites that have been visited by each of the consultants in real time, so that when it's time to make payments, the dashboard will refer to the data from the dashboard. So we will create a bar chart that will show the actual number of sites covered by each of the consultants, and then we'll also create gauges to indicate the percentage that each of the consultants have covered. So after creating the bar charts and the gauges, then we beautify the dashboard. So let's go to the hands-on. Now start to configure the Survey 123 app. So come to new, then want to get started to create a new survey. So first thing, we'll come here and edit the name. So here we'll say equipment installation. Inspection 1. Okay, so let's use 1. And then so let's set the title. So let's repeat the same name. So equipment installation inspection survey. Okay, here I think there is a spelling error. Yeah, so that is done. So we'll come to add, and let's add date. So click on date, just bring it here, and then the date we want to let the system automatically pick the dates instead of allowing the user to select the date. So submitting dates, so it will automatically pick the date, and here we will say date or date of capture. And then the next, let's go to state. Let's add, and then state. It should be multiple select. Okay, it should be a drop down. So you pick it, you bring it here. So it's a drop down. We know that we have 36 states and a capital. So instead of typing one by one here, we just come to edit, and then we have a list of states already that we have. So we can copy, bring all here, and then you can say okay. So you have all of them there, and then you can see state, select state. Okay, now here let's just say state. Then here in the hint section we say select state, and then we will run the location capture. So come to the location capture will be map. So come here and then pick this and bring it here. So title we'll say location capture. So I like in most cases I like to force users. I don't want to give users the opportunity of choosing location because they may want to just it's prone to error. But if you allow the system to center to the location where the data is being captured, I think it's better. So that's exactly what to do. So here is points, it's already selected as default, and then here, so we'll set a minimum zoom level, and then so it's still trying to, so we'll make it a required question. So it's trying to load. I think it has loaded. Yes. So we can move it to Nigeria, where the area where Nigeria is, and then we will take it to so this is room level. This is, so we will zoom. we want it to get to that level. So let's take it to where the location where I am, or we can take it to Abuja. Yeah. So this is at street level. So this is at house level, and then here is at room level. House level is good enough. And so yeah, so what we need here is let's read through these options. No default location. Here, center the map, center of the map extent specified above. That's not what we want. Use device location and ask for location when answering the question. That's not what we want. Use device location and ask for location when opening the survey. So the moment the survey is opened, it should zoom you and pan you to the location. So that's exactly what we want. So this has been set, and the next thing to do, we'll go back to add, and then we'll now add detailed address, which is a text field. So it's a single, okay, detailed address. We can use multi-line because the multi-line will take more text. So we just come here and say provide detail, provide. No, we can just say address, address, and then under hint we can say provide detail address. Yeah, provide detailed address. Yeah, we can still say detailed address here. Yeah, that is done. It's a text field. So the next thing to do, we'll now go to consultant. So the consultant, we can choose to use multiple, a single select. Yeah, single select. So we pick it, come here. We have only 5. So single select. You will write a consultant name, consultant name. Yeah, and then let's make it horizontal and see, and here horizontal compact. So let's see, we have consultant A, consultant B, consultant B, so yeah, consultant C, and here consultant D, and add another one, consultant E, because we are using 5 consultants. Okay, yeah. So let's see which one is better this way. I think we can choose horizontal here. So after that, see site installation ID. So that will also be a single, it will also be a single line text. It will be a single line text which the respondent will provide. So you say site installation ID, and then site installation ID. So no need for hint. Then the next one will be number of equipments inside. So that will be number. Come here. So it's number of equipments, number of equipments, number of equipments, and number of equipment. So provide count equipment. on site. Yeah, on the equipment on site. So and then the next one is list of equipment IDs. So here we'll also use a single line text. So list of equipment IDs and so list of equipment IDs and on site. Yeah, so we're pretty much done. The next thing to do is to go to appearance, and then we can choose any of these backgrounds. So I like this a lot. Then you come to this, so thank you screen. So you take it on, so that after the corresponding finishes capturing for that location, yeah, you'll be able to get this thank you response. And so when that is done, you save your form, and then you go to collaboration, and then you can share the survey. Yeah, this is yet to be published. So let's publish first. Then after publishing, yeah, so it has been successfully shared. So when you come to collaborate, you can now share with either your organization or specifically to a group that you want. That is the survey for people whom you want to, if you want the public to access the survey, then you share publicly, else you share within your organization or within your group. And then the result is what we use for configuring the dashboard. So this also, depending on whom you want to configure the dashboard, if you want to configure by yourself, you may choose not to share it. But if you want someone else to configure, then you share accordingly. So this is how to configure the survey 1, 2, 3. So after configuring the survey 1, 2, 3 app, the next thing you have to do again is to come to survey 1, 2, 3 in order to access the data that are being collected by users. So this is the survey. This is the survey, and you have here, you can access the data from here. If there are other means for you to access the data, you can click open it and then you go to survey. But here you can access it. Here you're seeing that already 93 data have been collected. But so far 93 have been collected. So let's click the data. It will take us to the data, to the map. Yeah, so these are the data collected. So you click on the map viewer, it takes you to this map viewer. So this is the map viewer page. Yeah. So from here, let's go back to you will choose to bookmark. You choose to bookmark to the area where you have your sites. So yeah, let's add a bookmark. Installation locations. Yeah. Now to so we have your listing. So let us choose the appropriate base map. I love the street night base map, so have it. So now we are in the dashboard and we'll begin to add the elements, the dashboard elements. To add dashboard elements, we click on this plus sign, and then for you to dock it by the left hand side, you click here. To dock it by the right, click here, up this way, and then down this way. To superimpose, click here. So for now, I want to dock it here, and so we choose the serial charts to add a bar chart. But this is data, so we want to start by configuring the bar chart for. So what is the fields? Category is consultant name, and then we will go to the charts. Yeah, we are okay with the vertical charts. If we want to do horizontal, this we click the horizontal, but we are fine with vertical. So the category charts, the category we just write consultants, and then the value axis, label, title, say number, size, visited, and then series. We need categories. Categories will show different colors. So let's begin to choose the categories that we want. So let's choose E should be something close to gray. Yeah, something close to gray. Consultant D should be something close to blue. Consultant C should be something close to purple. Consultant B should be something close to dark blue. Yeah, consultant A should be something close to sky blue. I use sky blue. Yeah, so we will stop here and then go to general, and then we need name the chart with a bar chart, inspection, implement, inspection chart. So this is just like the name, and then the title will now be satisfaction inspection charts. Then we bolding it, centralize it. Yeah, so bolding it. Yeah, now we don't need any special description. And then action. Okay, so we'll come to that later. So this is the bar chart. The next is to add other elements. A gauge element. So click on this. Okay, so we want to add it on top of this, and it's a gauge. This is the. So what data are we using? Since we are working, we want to first of all configure the gauge for the total number of sites, and the total number of sites expected to carry out the inspection is 250 sites. So minimum value site will be 0, and then the maximum value will be 250. 250, and then the gauge, yeah, so it will be a progress, and then okay, so still on the data, we want the maximum and the minimum values, and then yeah, so the gauge value here, we want it to read in percentage. So then so the bands, we want it to be in thresholds of 4 thresholds, and the first one should be up to 25%. The second threshold should be 50%, and the threshold should be 75. So we are doing it in quarters, 75%, and then the last one should be 100%. And we will have to change the colors. When it is 25%, we are still at the elementary stage. So fortunately, I know the hex code for red, and it's FF0000 as 40. So that's the hex code for red. Let's go to the next one. So we're saying that when the inspection is still within 0 to 25%, it should show red color. The next is yellow, which is and the hex code is FFB F00. So when it is 75, we want it to show light green, and the hex code is 90 EE90. That's light green, and then finally dark green is 0C790 C. So that's dark green. So we are done here. We will now come to add another element. We add another element here. We add it here, another element, and it's still gauge. This time we will come to the maximum value to say 50, because we have 5 consultants that are conducting the survey, and so we have the minimum value as 0, the maximum is 50, and then here we have to filter. We are filtering for consultant A, so the condition here is consultant name is equal to consultant A, and then we'll go to the gauge. We'll still use the progress and then thresholds. So value, we need it in percentage, and the bands should remain as we earlier chose, and then general, we come to the title and write consultant A. So consultant A. Site restrictions. Inspected, and then we want to make it bold and centralized. Description. So here it should just be consultant A, and then here should now come be here we should be console a site inspected. Then we make it bold also, centralize it. So we're done here. Now this is for the general. Let's now move it to the side. So we should share the space with, because this is depicting general. So let's go back to edit it. So in the general, the title we'll say aggregate on consultants and the description we'll say total sites expected by all total sites inspected by all consultants, and then we bolding it, centralize, bolding and centralize. Done. So next we add another one here for consultant B, and still gauge. Click, come to filter, you choose consultant equals consultant B, and its count, maximum value is 50, age bounds as we want, and then we'll come to general. I'll say consultant, consultant B, come to title, click consultant B, on the description, sites, good. So we have how many consultants? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this entire area is supposed to be 100%, and so we have to make it 20% each. So we take this here. Okay, let's first of all readjust it. So we take it on the, so we look at the percentage. So 20, when it's 20, you stop there. 20. The next is 50. 20, 40. The next is 40. 40.0. Yeah. And next is 75. No, 40, 60. Yeah. 60.0. And then next is 80.0. Yeah. So we have equal. Now we want each of these band colors to reflect the gauges. So we want the background colors to reflect accordingly. So let's go to consultant A, pick the color and reflect accordingly. So let's go to the series, consultant A. Let's pick the X code, then come to the background. So this is it. We are done with the. So now you want a situation where when you zoom in the each of the view areas, the number of sites will reflect here in the dashboard. So what do? We go to action, and then you come to map action and filter. Just toggle this on and you are done. So let's see. You can see now you can also do map action for the you do action and filter, and then you toggle all this on. Toggle all this on. And then when you click on it, so each of them, when you click, it brings out only to look at the map and look at the, so this is it. So we're done configuring the dashboard. So when you save it, and then that's it. So thank you very much for following through my video, and we'll be happy to have you visit us next time. We continue to bring out insightful videos that will take you through how to do stuffs. So our specialty areas are Microsoft Excel and ArcGIS products, S-ray products. Thank you very much.